Hey guys, how's it going? So I am here live, and like some of my videos, I kind of wanted to do one off the cuff. I decided that I wanted to take inspired action. So that is basically what the video is going to be about today. So as you know, I'm a personal trainer and a behavior change specialist. Right now I am actually working on my weight loss management specialist certification. So I am constantly working on personal growth, and that got me to actually think about women and how we stress ourselves out. We have very complicated thought process. Like, our brains are like synapses and they're like spider webs, and we are constantly thinking of like 1,000 different outcomes and situations, and if we do this and we do that and this that the other, but the thing is nothing is perfect. So what I really want to talk about today is using more intuitive, that female intuition, using more inspired action to find balance in your life and ultimately weight loss. Okay, so basically when I'm working with women and I'm talking to women, everyone is very action oriented. So what can I do? What can I eat? What kind of workout should I be doing? Do. So I feel like there's this inherent stress. Thank you, Michelle. It's pink. Inspired action. I took inspired action to change my hair. Honestly, I was bored and I'm like, what would make me happy? This makes me happy. But I wanted to come on here and be very real and talk about things that we don't talk about, because we are so focused on the action and the doing that we really miss out on the feeling of what is right and the inspiredness of our lives, and just realizing how important it is to be happy, and using how we feel to dictate our actions. And when we're happy and we're doing things out of the feeling in a good place, the weight loss and balance will then all come together. When I say people, I tend to mean females, because again, the way we think, the way we process information is different than men. And they don't get as caught up in the emotions of weight loss and life. It's more of they have a goal and then they just go do it. So for us, it's different, because we might have goals, but we are always thinking about everyone else and all the things that are going to happen because of this action and that action. And I think it causes us to make bad decisions for ourselves because we're so worried about everyone else, and in the long run we hurt ourselves and everyone else. And if it sounds like I'm all over the place, it's because I'm just speaking from the heart, and I'm hoping that it resonates with some women out there who just feel like they're constantly going. They're never in the moment. They're always feeling like the to-do list never ends. Good, Michelle, I'm glad it's resonating with you. And we never feel happy. Not that we never feel happy, but we are missing out, and the whole point of happiness is the point, right? I mean, most people want to find balance because they feel like they're going to be happy. Most people, when it comes down to it, want to lose weight because they think it's going to bring them happiness. Most things that we do in our lives is because we think it's going to bring us happiness. But what if you chose happiness first and everything else fell into place? What does that mean? So I'm gonna get real metaphysical. I don't know. So here's the thing. It's not about doing, it's about being and having. And when I say being and not doing, I don't mean okay, I just meditated before I came on here. I'm gonna be real, okay? I meditated before I came on here, but that isn't where it ends. So I use that time to quiet my mind, to be inspired into my next actions. So it's taking action in a place that you feel good and that feels electric and energizing. So if your body is craving one thing and you are forcing yourself to do something else, you are going against that natural inspired action. You are now forcing things to happen in your life, and you're constantly forcing things to happen in your life. You're going to feel a constant stress. You're going to feel resentment and guilt. And the simplest way to move away from that forced action, that constant going, the constant doing, and bring it back to being, which we are human beings, and especially, again, I speak to women because our brains are always going, and we make our bodies always go, and we lose that feeling of what our bodies need in the moment, and that's when we lose focus of the balance in our lives. And then obviously when our lives aren't balanced and we're not happy, that's when we end up gaining weight. So when I work with clients, my main focus is to help them find that inspired action. It's to help them find that peace, that inner guidance system that helps them decide what is best for them in the moment. So it might mean that your schedule just doesn't work for you. I might try to sneak in this, that, and the other, but maybe I need to start my day off with a little clarity, which I do suggest a lot of people do. Something as simple as, like I said, meditating. I don't usually start people off with meditation because it can feel very anxious, because if you're constantly trying to get things done and you're constantly trying to do things, meditation can feel like the exact opposite. So it can feel very, you can feel a lot of resistance towards it. And so I don't want to bring in resistance to people's lives. So what I usually start people off with is audible messages, motivational messages, not ones that cause resistance. So here's the difference between, because there's some things that you can listen to or say that cause resistance because you don't feel them, you don't resonate with them, and your internal being knows that I don't feel that way. So just repeating something that you don't really believe is going to cause resistance, and in and of itself cause you to feel more stress and do the exact opposite. So I usually have people listen to things that motivate, things that they believe, that kind of raise their vibration and get them into that open place where they're feeling inspired. When you feel inspired, that is when you can take action. And again, it's action that's inspired. So it's in the moment, it's an action that feels good to you. So it brings you happiness. And the whole point of all of this is to be happy first and then do things. So being happy in the moment is the main goal always. That is the main goal of life. And if you think otherwise, then you're allowed to think whatever you want to think. But if your life is about finding that happiness and joy, that peace, that balance, then I feel like that is when you're going to become successful. So specifically to females, I want to say that if you are having a hard time losing weight and one of your main goals is you think that weight loss is going to bring you happiness or finding balance in your life, you feel very overwhelmed and you are having a hard time giving your priorities the time that they need in your life, so you're feeling very stressed out and overwhelmed, find the happiness first. And the way you're going to do that is through giving yourself just a little bit of time to breathe and using either meditation or quiet time, being out in nature. You need this every single day. Finding that joy, that happiness that is unconditional. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life, you can still find that happiness. That is literally what you have to do. You have to find the happiness and joy no matter what's going on, and then everything else will fall into place. So for me right now, that is meditation. It used to be motivational speeches and messages. It's also been the law of attraction and choosing to focus on the positive things and the things that I wanted to focus on, and that really did bring in more. Wherever you focus really does get bigger. So there's a couple different mechanisms in how to get there, but when you find that happiness, that is when you are going to find the balance, and that is when you can start to take inspired action rather than just always doing, feeling stressed, resentful, feeling like you don't have control over what's going on. So inspired action, that's my phrase for the month. Maybe for 2019 is taking more inspired action. So actions that feel good, that feel exciting in the moment, that make me happy, not things that I feel like I have to do. And again, inspired action doesn't mean you don't do anything until you're inspired. You have to find that happy place, that inspirational place through meditation and positive messages and just being in the moment, taking time to yourself and allowing that inspired action to find you. And that is when you'll start to find more balance in your life, and weight loss will come because you'll be inspired to take actions that are good for you, like eating healthy and stretching and working out and being surrounded by other positive people who are, on the same path as you. These are very important. Again, these are not secondary things. This should be your number one priority on a daily basis, is putting yourself first, your mental and emotional health, because how you feel is really how you're going to act and show up in the world. So if you are more focused on your acting and your showing up and your doing than your being, you are putting the cart before the horse, and you are going to always get it wrong because it doesn't happen the opposite way. Doing doesn't lead to happiness. Happiness leads to inspired action, and then everything will fall into place because you will use how you feel to guide what you do. All right? So if you're happy, you will do things that make you happy, and in the end, you will get all the benefits that you're looking for. The balance, the health, possibly the weight loss, all of those things, money, it all will come if you take inspired action. If you are interested in learning more about this topic, please personally message me. Again, this is another topic that I get into very deeply in my program, the Ultimate Female Weight Loss Lifestyle Formula. Again, the mental, inspired action, emotional, that is where the key changes that everyone tends to bypass because we want quick fixes. But quick fixes will not make you happy. They will not be sustainable. You have to find the happiness first. All right, guys. I hope you all have a wonderfully inspired day, and I hope you find your happiness today. Again, take a moment to breathe and to be, and then take action, not the other way around. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Hopefully, I don't know what you think about this time. I'm gonna try to do a live right after I meditate and see how it feels. And now I'm gonna go work out because I'm feeling inspired to go lift some weights. Week 2, so I'm gonna go kill it in the gym. If you have any questions, as always, message me or you can comment below. If you aren't in the Ultimate Female VIP Lounge, it is a free group here on Facebook. And follow me on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm posting actual workouts. So if you're in the inspired doing and doing your workout part, if you're inspired to work out, check me out on Instagram. I have a lot. That's really where I'm going more towards for my workouts. Weekly tips, inspiration, daily vlogs of what I'm doing, all that interesting stuff. So if you really want to learn more and get in, daily inspiration, check me out on Instagram. It's Mel Lauren Fitness, no spaces, no underlining, Mel Lauren Fitness. All right, guys, I will talk to you next time. Have a great and inspired day.